You set the light out every night. Same old lamp, same warm invite. The screen door clicks, the rocking starts, and I still feel you in my heart. The floorboards know the weight we've shared, of kids, of storms, of quiet prayers. 30 years in one porch light, guiding us through every night. No map, no fame, no spotlight shine, just wood and love and borrowed time. From whispered dreams to silent fights, we've lived it all in porch rail light. Through every wrong and every right, 30 years in one porch light. You still hum that lonesome tune while I count stars and sip the moon. The fields are bare, the fire's low, but your hand's the warmest thing I know. We didn't need the world to cheer, we just kept showing up right here. 30 years in one porch light, guiding us through every night. No map, no fame, no spotlight shine, just wood and love and borrowed time. From whispered dreams to silent fights, we've lived it all in porch rail light. Through every wrong and every right, 30 years and one porch light. And if the Lord calls one of us first, know that this porch has held the thirst for every tear and every kiss, for every single moment missed. 30 years in one porch light, still glowing soft through every night. It don't take much to feel just right, just 30 years, hand and one porch light. Dust on my boots and sun on my face, walking these fields at a Sunday pace. The wind knows my name, the land does too. It's raised me up, it's pulled me through. From fence to gate, from dawn to close, there's a heartbeat in these humble rows. There are roots in every row, stories only farmers know. From grandpa's laugh to mama's song, they've kept this ground alive so long. More than crops, it's faith we sow. with roots in every row. That old oak tree knows every year. It's watched us cry, it's seen us cheer. And every ridge, each stone I pass, carries a weight that's built to last. These fields may change, the sky might turn, but legacy still stands and burns. There are roots in every row, stories only farmers know. From Grandpa's laugh to Mama's song, they've kept this ground alive so long. More than crops, it's faith we sow, with roots in every row. You can't fake what's lived and known. This land remembers every home. There are roots in every row. With every step we let it show. We walk with pride and take it slow. There's love and strength in every row. There's a patch behind the windmill bend where the fence gets low and rows don't end. That's where I go when the day feels long, where silence hums like an old church song. It ain't on maps, but it's where I start, talking to God with a back 40 heart. Back 40 heart, wide and true, beating time with skies so blue, where roots run deep and voices fade, but love stays loud in every blade. It's not in gold or fancy charts, it's in the soil, in a back 40 heart. That's where Mama'd sit and shell the beans and tell me life ain't always clean, but if you sow with care and grace, the land gives back in its own pace. Now I bring my daughter to walk that field where truth feels new. Back 40 heart, wide and true, beating time with skies so blue, where roots run deep and voices fade, but love stays loud in every blade. It's not in gold or fancy charts, it's in the soil, in a back 40 heart. Let the world spin fast and far. We've got peace where the fence posts are. Back 40 heart, proud and plain, soaking sun, surviving rain. It's who we are, it's where we part, but always home. In a back 40 heart. You're standing where the porch meets dirt, rolling your sleeves up from your shirt. The fields are quiet, the chores are done. Now it's just us and the setting sun. The breeze brings in that sweet grass smell, and I swear this place casts a spell. Sweet grass at sundown, soft and wide, painting gold on the countryside. No need to rush, no plans to chase. We found our heaven in this place, with front porch views and skies that bend, where love begins and never ends. This is where our roots are found, in sweet grass at sundown.
You lean on me, that smile so sure, like we've been here 100 years or more. The barn door sways, the crickets start, and peace comes easy to the heart. No city dream could pull me far from where you are and where we are. Sweet grass at sundown, soft and wide, painting gold on the countryside. No need to rush, no plans to chase. We found our heaven in this place, front porch views and skies that bend, where love begins and never ends. This is where our roots are found, in sweet grass at sundown. They say the best things never shout, they just grow strong and bloom without. And that's the kind of life we've grown, right here beneath this fading glow. Sweet grass at sundown, soft and wide, with you forever by my side. We'll stay where peace and love are crowned, in sweet grass at sundown.
The last rays stretch across the field as day gives in and night's revealed. The crickets sing, the sky turns red. You pour the wine, I tilt my head. The porch glows soft in copper light, and every worry fades fades from sight. Crickets and copper light, holding hands as day turns night. Barefoot steps on splinter floor, this is what we're living for. No need to chase, no need to roam. This wooden rail, this love, this home. Peace like this don't need to fight, just crickets and copper light.
The screen door sways with gentle grace. You brush the wind back from my face. The stars peek out behind the barn, while silence wraps us safe and warm. It's not the big things we recall, but moments like this, one small.
Crickets and copper light, holding hands as day turns night. Barefoot steps on splintered floor, this is what we're living for. No need to chase, no need to roam. This wooden rail, this love, this home. Peace like this don't need to fight, just crickets and copper light. Let the world keep turning fast, we'll hold to what was built to last. With every breath and hush tonight, we live by crickets and copper light. Crickets and copper light, front porch dreams that feel just right. With every laugh, with every sigh, we thank the Lord and watch the sky. No riches here, but hearts burn bright in crickets, in copper light. In copper light. There's a fence line carved with initials and dates, where Grandma planted daisies by the gates. They grew each spring, came back each fall, like the love that built these weathered walls. We didn't build with steel and stone, we built with hands that called this home. And this is where love took root, in worn out boots and muddy boots, where every laugh and tear we knew was water deep and grew on through. You can feel it in the grass underfoot. This land remembers where love took root.
Daddy prayed at the kitchen sink, Mama smiled with a knowing wink. We didn't have much, but we had grace in every inch of this sacred place. Now I hold your hand and understand, we're just the next to love this land.
This is where love took root, in worn out boots and muddy boots, where every laugh and tear we knew was water deep and grew on through. You can feel it in the grass underfoot. This land remembers where love took root. It ain't marked by signs or gold, but it's the richest ground I've ever known. This is where love took root, not just in words but in the truth, where time stands still and hearts stay true, and every season brings something new. We don't forget, we just salute. took root. It ain't marked by signs or gold, but it's the richest ground I've ever known. Sun's just rising, boots hit the floor. Coffee brewing, screen doors tore. Out in the field by the old oak tree is where my granddad handed it to me. Not a fortune, not a deed, just a shovel and a line to see. Hands in the dirt, heart in the sky, living slow, watching time go by. We plant, we pray, we wait, we reap, and carry promises we keep. This life don't come with polished perks, but we find heaven with hands in the dirt. Hands in the dirt. Mama's flowers bloom in rows next to where the corn still grows. She'd say you'll learn more from the land than any book you'll hold in hand. And now I teach my daughter to love the ground that carries you. Hands in the dirt, heart in the sky, living slow, watching time go by. We plant, we pray, we wait, we reap, and carry promises we keep. This life don't come with polished perks, but we find heaven with hands in the dirt. This soil has known our joy and tears. It holds the stories of our years. Hands in the dirt, where we belong, where right feels right and roots grow strong. We don't ask more than what we earn, just time to sow and time to learn. We live, we rise, we love, we hurt, but we find grace with hands in the dirt. Yeah, with hands in the dirt.
There's a flag draped soft on the porch rail wood, where Grandpa sits like he always would, with a quiet gaze and a steady hand, watching over this piece of land. The breeze rolls in with a morning sigh, and the stars still shine though the sun is high. Stars on the porch rail, hearts in the breeze, living this life with quiet ease. No need for riches, no need for speed, just giving more than what we need. With every prayer and every nail, we honor the stars on the porch rail. Miss Lottie hums as she sweeps the floor, same tune her mom sang before. She pins the flag at break of day and whispers thanks in her own way. We don't need crowds or marching bands to understand what freedom stands. Stars on the porch rail, hearts in the breeze, living this life with quiet ease. No need for riches, no need for speed, just giving more than what we need. With every prayer and every nail, we honor the stars on the porch rail. They may be cloth, they may be thread, but they speak loud for what was bled. And every porch that holds them near holds the truth we still revere. Oh, stars on the porch rail never fade, by wrinkled hands or lemonade, from soldiers' boots to children's cheer. We fly those stars year after year, and every time the light turns pale, we find hope in stars on the porch rail.
My granddad's name is carved right here on this porch rail worn by years. Beside it, Daddy's initials too, in faded lines, in weathered grooves. Now I sit back with your hand in mine, watching the sky trade day for shine. Carved into the rails, our story stays like sunset fire that never fades. From dusty boots to hearts that tried, we built this life with work and pride. In every grain, in every nail, our love is carved into the rail.
The paint is chipped, the wood has cracked, but I would never take it back. Each mark and scratch a tale we own, of laughing hard and growing home. You hum a tune, I hum along, and this porch holds our lifelong song. Carved into the rails, our story stays like sunset fire that never fades. From dusty boots to hearts that try, we built this life with work and pride. In every grain, in every nail, our love is carved into the rails. Some folks chase new roads to roam, but ours are etched in porch wood home. And when we're gone, the wind will trace the names that made this sacred place. Carved into the rails, our story stays like sunset fire that never fades. From dusty boots to hearts that try, we built this life with work and pride. Forever here, the light prevails. Our love is carved into the rails.
Just 30 acres wide, not much to some, but it's where our story's always from. A tin-roof barn and a gravel lane, fields of hay and a weather chain. Grandpa said this land ain't big, but it's fed every hand and dug every fit. 30 acres wide, roots that hold what we still keep. No skyscrapers, no highways loud, just dirt and dreams and working proud. It may not stretch to the countryside, but it's all we need. 30 acres wide, 30 acres wide. It's where I learned and love the feel of setting straight, where Sunday slow and summer stay, and fence post tales don't fade away. We fought the droughts and watched the corn and rocked the porch where we were born. 30 acres wide and a mile deep, in roots that hold what we still keep. No skyscrapers, no highways loud, just dirt and dreams and working proud. It may not stretch to the countryside, but it's all we need. 30 acres wide. Some chase more, but we stand still on holy ground. We always will. 30 acres wide beneath the sky, where every name still means goodbye. And every dawn we rise with pride on this small patch, 30 acres wide. hear their voices on the breeze, through the rows past the cottonwood trees. Great granddad's laugh, grandma's hymn, still dancing soft on the edge of wind. It ain't just air, it's who we are. In every gust from near and far, generations in the wind, blowing through where we begin. From cradle fields to sunset skies, their hands still hold, their roots still rise. They speak through soil, through rust, through tin. We feel generations in the wind.
Mama's dress hung on the line, waving slow like a fateful sign of all the love this land has known, of all the seeds that we have grown. And when I close my eyes again, I'm standing in that wind with them.
Generations in the wind, blowing through where we begin. From cradle fields to sunset skies, their hands still hold, their roots still rise. They speak through soil, through rust, through tin. We feel generations in the wind. No headstone tall, no name engraved, could speak as loud as what they gave. Generations in the wind still whisper where the fields have been. And as we walk these acres wide, they walk beside us side by side. We're never lost, we're never thin, with generations in the wind. In the wind. There's an oak tree near the old back shed, where Grandma knelt and Daddy bled, to plant the beans, to mend the line, to build a life both strong and kind. Now when I walk that field at dawn, I feel their presence carry on. The roots know my name. They've heard my laugh, they've felt my pain. They've stoked my tears, they've held my ground. When the winds of life came blowing down, through storm and drought, through sun and flame, these roots still know my name.
I see my boy now running free, chasing dreams beneath that tree. And I can't help but softly smile,
knowing this land raised every mile. He don't know yet, but he'll one day hear the ground when it starts to say, the roots know my name. They've heard my laugh, they've felt my pain. They've soaked my tears, they've held my ground. When the winds of life came blowing down, through storm and drought, through sun and flame, The roots know my name, and they'll remember where I came. Through every fall, through every climb, they'll keep my heart, they'll keep my time. In every leaf, in every frame, the roots still know my name. You set the needle on that track, the one that always takes us back to barefoot nights in southern rain, to dancing slow on window panes. The porch boards hum beneath our feet like every memory's on repeat. Porch dust and old tunes spinning under amber moons. No spotlight, no grand parade, just faded songs and lemonade. We don't need the world's applause. We've got this rhythm, we've got this cause to love like wind in mid-June, with porch dust and old tunes.
Tap your boot, I sway along to every worn out country song. The world moves fast, but we stay still in this small town on our own hill. The vinyl skips, we laugh out loud, just two old souls beneath the clouds.
Porch dust and old tunes spinning under amber moons. No spotlight, no grand parade, just faded songs and lemonade. We don't need the world's applause. We've got this rhythm, we've got this cause to love like wind in mid-June, with porch dust and old tunes. Let the breeze blow through the screens, let the past stay in between. These rails we built with quiet hands still hold the life that understands. Porch dust and old tunes, still dancing slow, still humming soon. We'll grow old, but not too soon, with porch dust and old tunes. Out in the field before the sun, with every breath the work's begun. The tractor hums a sacred sound, carving faith into this ground. I ain't a preacher, but I swear these plowed lines feel like a prayer. Plowed lines and prayer, side by side, turning soul where love won't hide. Each row a promise, each pass a song of holding on when days are long. We don't just work, we plan with care. Our lives are built on plowed lines and prayer. shells of peas, while Daddy belched beneath the trees. They taught us more with quiet hands than any book or preacher can. This land has heard our every care through whispered hopes and plowed up prayer, plowed lines and prayer, side by side, turning soil where love won't hide. Each row a promise, each pass a song of holding on when days are long. We don't just work, we plan with care. Our lives are built on plowed lines and prayer. When storms roll in or blessings fall, we talk to heaven through it all. Plowed lines and prayer, our daily bread. With every furrow that's been spread, we walk in faith, we kneel in air. This farm was shaped by plowed lines and prayer. Plowed lines and prayer. Boots pressed down on that sacred ground where Grandpa's hands once pushed the plow. Corn stalks high, wind hums low, and every row's a story I know. Fences lean but never fall. This land is carried through it all. Where the soil we live remembers every name. The work, the love, the joy, the pain. From seed to root, from sun to rain, it holds our history in every grain. We don't need much, just boots and flame. Where the soul remembers every name.
Mama's voice still lives in the breeze, in the way the wheat moves through the trees. Uncle Joe carved his mark on the shed, and Daddy's prayer still guards the bed. There's pride in every worn out gate, and peace that never shows up late.
Where the soil man remembers every name. The work, the love, the joy, the pain. From seed to root, from sun to rain, it holds our history in every grain. We don't need much, just boots and flame. Where the soil remembers every name. I take each step with reverence deep. This land's not mine, it's ours to keep. Passed through hands that dared to stay and love this dirt the old school way. Where the soil remembers every name. strength, the grace, the family flame. From sunburned skin to calloused palms, this land has raised 1,000 songs. We live, we work, we rise again, where the soul remembers where we've been.
You open the door as the day turns low, the soft kind of light that only we know. It hits the post, then warms the swing, and wraps around our simple things, like coffee mugs and flannel sleeves, and love that never has to leave. Where the light always lands, on weathered wood and steady hands. No need for more than what we hold, a front porch love that don't grow old. Through years in rain and wedding bands, this is where the light always lands. The vines climb high, the breeze moves slow. You trace your name in the dust below. I hum a song you used to sing, back when this porch was still brand new in spring. Now every mark and every stain feels like a memory that still remains. Where the light always lands, on weathered wood and steady hands. No need for more than what we hold, a front porch love that don't grow old. Through years in rain and wedding bands, this is where the light always lands. Let the shadows fall behind. We've got gold in how we find that peace and grace. Still understand exactly where the light will end. Where the light always lands, where heart and home walk hand in hand. No matter how the world expands, we'll be right here, where the light always lands. Where the light always lands, where heart and home walk hand in hand. No matter how the world expands, we'll be right here, where the light always lands. There's a line of oaks by the southern fence, planted long before my time made sense. Each one marks a hand that stayed, a heart that worked, a price they paid. They don't speak, but they still show how strong a family tree can grow.
That line of oak stands bold and true, through drought, through flood.
us rise, they've seen us bend. They've watched our stories never end. That line of oaks still proud they stand, guarding this piece of promised land. We live beneath their watchful sway and carry on their quiet way. Their strength is ours, come what may. That line of oaks still lights our way. The sky rolls out like a cotton sheet, folded soft where the treetops meet.
You bring the quilt, I grab my broom. The dogs lie down, the day is through.
That cedar scent and your gentle sigh make this porch feel close to sky.
Cotton clouds and cedar air,
We built a life that's solid there.
no neon lights or highway sound,
Just wooden steps and sacred ground.
grateful hearts, hands worn just right,
Holding tight to simple light. And every joy we get to share in cotton clouds and cedar air.
your flannel shirt still smells like dust from fixing gates and building trust.
I rock beside you humming low, while sunlight dips behind the rose.
Our love don't shout, it settles in like evening prayers on weathered skin. Cotton clouds and cedar air,
We built a life that's solid there.
no neon lights or highway sound,
Just wooden steps and sacred ground.
grateful hearts, hands worn just right,
Holding tight to simple light. And every joy we get to share in cotton clouds and cedar air. Let the world keep moving fast. We'll hold on to what will last. A porch, a sky, a faithful pair, and this old love we've placed with care. Cotton clouds and cedar air, with stars above and time to spare. We don't need more, we found it fair in cotton clouds and cedar air.